Hi, I'm Tammy Brown with the Tammy Brown Agency, and today we're going to talk about business personal property. There are many different things that can be built into your business personal property. There are items in which you have that you use in your everyday business. So for example, chairs, tables, computers, your desks, things like that that you have sitting there every single day in the office. For example, for business personal property, you want to make sure that when you're looking around, you're looking at what the replacement cost would be. Some business owners, you ask them, so, how much do you think you have in business personal property? And they're like, I probably have like $25,000. Well, they may have forgotten to add that pizza oven that's sitting back in the restaurant. And if there's a fire or there's a tornado and that pizza oven is taken out and there's not enough money because that pizza oven maybe cost 50 grand, that could sink a business. And you want to make sure that you're having those conversations. What is the things that you own, that you're responsible for? Look at that contract, make sure you understand it, and share that contract with your insurance agent, because that way you're both on the same page and you can make sure that the coverage is there for the day that you need it. And then there's equipment, which is going to be a lot of contractors are going to have equipment like your bulldozers, your lawn mowers, your power washers, different things that you use in your business that are mobile, that go with you from job to job. For example, for equipment. So when contractors are using equipment and they've got the lawn mowers and they've got the edgers and they may have power washers that they're using, those things are going from place to place. And a lot of times business personal property is deemed what is staying at the actual physical location. But when you start taking stuff off premise, and contractors don't really have one place that they work out of, they go to different people's houses or different locations. So that equipment is mobile, and you want to make sure that you have that coverage, so no matter where you have it, you have coverage for those items, because those aren't inexpensive items to replace. You have a lawnmower that goes down, you want to make sure you get money to replace that lawnmower so that you can go out there and do the jobs that you've been hired to do. And then there's going to be tenants, betterments, and improvements. Those are things that you actually put into the building, but yet you're responsible for. So it's like your HVAC system potentially that the building owner says, hey, you've got to cover that. And it's the walls that get put up to separate your offices, all those type of things. It could be light fixtures. For example, so if you aren't sure that you're responsible for your HVAC system, let's say, and that it's your responsibility to maintain it, do the maintenance, and if something were to happen to it, replace it, and let's say you have a fire at the location and now your landlord comes to you and says, well, this was a $15,000 HVAC system, who's your insurance company? Are they going to replace it? And then you go to the insurance company and say, hey, I've got this $15,000 HVAC system that I have to replace. And they're like, well, we didn't have that conversation. You didn't tell me that that was part of your contract. Very important. Another reason, share that contract with the agent. Make sure that you're both looking it over and knowing that that HVAC system is in your contract and that you need to have it covered so you can continue on with your business. So if you're not sure on what it is that you should cover where, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and educate you on what would help to make your policy more secure for you by making sure you have all these things covered properly.